Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are all staying safe and healthy. Today's our topic is the differences between bone and cartilage. This is from special connective tissue. The type is skeletal connective tissue. How we can differentiate between bone and cartilage? In the bone, the matrix is composed of tough, inflexible material called ossein, while as in the cartilage, matrix is composed of a firm but flexible material called chondrin. In the bone, matrix is impregnated with salts, chiefly calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate, whereas in the cartilage, the matrix is impregnated with calcium salts only in calcified cartilage. Inside the bone, matrix occurs in concentric lamellae, while as in the cartilage, matrix occurs in a homogeneous mass. Bone cells, also called as osteocytes, lie in lacunae singly. Growth in bone is bidirectional. Cartilage cells, which are called chondrocytes, lie singly or in groups of 2 or 4. Growth in cartilage is unidirectional. In the bone, osteocytes are irregular and give off branching processes, while as in the cartilage, chondrocytes are oval and devoid of processes. In the bone, the matrix contains fibers, but these are indistinguishable. In the cartilage, the matrix may contain fibers which may or may not be distinguishable. Bone is surrounded by a tough sheath called periosteum. Cartilage is surrounded by a firm sheath called perichondrium. So these were the differences, some of the differences between bone and cartilage. Now we have fluid connective tissue, which is also called vascular tissue. Fluid connective tissue are the motile tissues consisting of fluid matrix and free cells. The matrix is without fibers and is not secreted by the cells present in it. Fluid connective tissues or vascular tissues transport materials from one place to other. Blood and lymph are two types of fluid connective tissues or vascular tissues. Now the chart showing different types of vascular tissues or fluid connective tissues. Vascular tissue broadly classified into blood and lymph. Blood is classified into its two parts, plasma and formed elements, which are also called blood corpuscles. And there we have three types of blood corpuscles: erythrocytes, leukocytes, and thrombocytes. Leukocytes are further having its subtypes agranulocytes and granulocytes. Agranulocytes are further of two types, lymphocytes and monocytes, while as granulocytes are of three types, eosinophils, basophils, and neutrophils, while as lymph is having its two parts, plasma and leukocytes. Now the blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue red in color, composed of a fluid, the plasma, and the cells, the blood corpuscles. Blood is the softest tissues in the body. Fluids outside the cells are generally called extracellular fluids are abbreviated as ECF. Blood forms about 30 to 35% of extracellular fluids, that is ECF. An adult person weighing about 70 kgs has about 5.5 liters of blood by volume. Blood is slightly alkaline with a pH of about 7.4. pH of blood in arteries is more than in veins. Now the composition of blood. Blood is composed of number A plasma and number B part. Form elements are blood corpuscles. Now the plasma. Plasma is the fluid part of the blood which is slightly alkaline, non-living intercellular substance constituting about 55% part of the blood. Plasma is a pale yellow but transparent and clear fluid. Now the composition of plasma. Various components of plasma include number 1 water. Water is the main ingredient of plasma and water alone forms about 90 to 92% of the plasma. Solids form about 8% of the plasma. Second component, mineral salts. Mineral salts include chlorides, bicarbonates, sulfates, and phosphates of sodium, potassium, calcium, iron, and magnesium. Mineral salts constitute about 0.9% of plasma. Sodium bicarbonate is the buffer of the blood. Now the plasma proteins. Plasma proteins include mainly albumin, globulin, immunoglobulin, prothrombin, and fibrinogen. These constitute, that means plasma proteins constitute about 7 to 8% of plasma. Now nutrients. Nutrients in the plasma include glucose, fatty acids, phospholipids, cholesterol, fats, amino acids, nucleosides, etc. Another component of plasma, that is the defense compounds. Defense compounds include immunoglobulins, which act as antibodies, some other substances such as lysozyme, which is actually a polysaccharide, and properdine, which is a large protein, are always present in the plasma. These destroy bacteria, viruses, and toxicants or toxic substances that may enter the blood from outside. Then the excretory substances. Excretory substances in the plasma include ammonia, urea, uric acid, creatinine, etc. Dissolved gases. Dissolved gases include oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen in the plasma. Anticoagulants. Heparin, which is a conjugated polysaccharide, is present in the plasma, which prevents coagulation of blood inside blood vessels. Under component hormones. Hormones are the chemicals which are secreted by endocrine glands. Endocrine glands secrete and release a number of hormones in the bloodstream. Vitamins and enzymes. Plasma contains various types of vitamins and enzymes. Now the functions of blood plasma. Some of the important functions of blood plasma are as under. First function, that is the transportation, or it transports materials. Number second, retention of fluid in the blood. Number third is the maintenance of pH of blood. Number fourth, immunity of body. Number fifth function, prevention of blood loss. Number sixth function of blood plasma is the conduction of heat to skin for dissipation. Number one more function, that is the uniform distribution of heat throughout the body or all over the body. Next topic will be in our next class, inshallah.